Alan Sugar.
Yeah, he's like that, isn't he? He's like, you're fired. You're fired.
You're fired. What?
I thought it was a load of old bloody toot. You're fired.
I sold a lot of rubbish in the 80s.
Yeah.
He was known for being. Amstrad was known for being terrible, and yet as a youth, I didn't know. I was in an Amstrad household, and I didn't know that Sir Alan Sugar just rebadged a load of old tut.
It's a load of old tut.
It's a load of old tut.
You're fired.
You're fired.
As far as I'm concerned, you can't sell. You're out of here. You're fired.
Mm.
We can just do that to start the show if you want.
Well, I think it is the start of the show. So that's the Luke and Pete show.
Yeah. Last time we recorded, we started the show with you talking about using dog shit as hand warmers.
Right, okay. Yeah.
On a cold day.
Yeah, that's something I do sometimes, yeah.
This time we're starting with Alan Sugar.
You've got to tighten the bags properly, otherwise the poo smell comes out.
I'll tell you what, that's a really good example of the boiling frog experiment, which apparently is actually a myth. Like, you can't do that.
Oh, you can't do that. No, the frog at some point goes, hang on.
This is getting hot.
This is getting hot. Are you boiling me?
People will know what I mean by the boiling frog experiment. So I don't need to explain it.
No, you don't.
Right. Well, the boiling frog experiment is a great has a great use when it comes to the BBC vehicle, The Apprentice, a show that used to be actually quite good,
right?
And it's now a laughing stock. But because it's happened over like 16 seasons, you just accept it. And you watch it now for totally different reasons than what you watched it for before. Like when the guy who won the first one, that Tim guy, who's now one of the guys who sits on the side of Sugar, he was like, as far as I could make out, a credible kind of performer in the business world.
Who's the guy who was who used to host The Apprentice? The guy who had like a pierced nipple, famously. He's like a BBC guy.
No, that was Dragon's Den. He didn't host The Apprentice. Did he?
He hosted
Dragon's
Den.
Evan
Dando.
No, Evan Dando. What's his name?
Evan Evans. It's Evan Evans.
Good
Evans.
BBC Dragon's Den. Evan Davis.
Evan Davis.
Yeah, my friend told me that he had a load of tattoos and a pierced nipple. But I couldn't quite buy
like
it.
That. I like that
but
kind
is
of
it true?
I like that straightforward BBC man who's got a bit of something spicy.
You should see what I do when I'm not working, baby.
You should see my den.
Because when we do stuff when we're not working, it's boring, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
It's basically boring stuff, isn't it?
Basically boring stuff.
It'd be shoveling mountains of terrible stuff, as those northern boys would say.
What was I doing last night? Well, I watched a football match, didn't I?
Of course you did.
I bloody watched a football match.
I saw that those Northern boys and Pete and Baz doing a podcast episode the other day, and I was like, that's not for me.
That's not for me.
They should be maintaining the mystique. Shouldn't they?
Well, I think the mystique... So they're basically just a lot of old men doing dirty raps.
I was showing my mum loads of Pete and Baz videos over Christmas. She was really into it. She was like, I quite like hip hop music and stuff, and it's great to see old people doing
love this.
Yeah.
But who's put them up to this? I just don't think they independently did this.
But the story is there's no one is. The story is that they
But that's what I mean. That's the story.
One of them said that they bumped into the other. I forget which one's which anyway, and that he was the first person they had met who was also kind of around their age who liked hip hop music.
Really?
And they wanted to get into it.
I don't believe that. I think you've been.
I
think from distance and a second-hand anecdote. I've
probably been
massively on board with you being duped.
But what I think's probably happened is they are probably two older actors.
Yes.
And someone's writing that shit for them.
It's too funny and it's too well observed.
They're great performers though.
They're great. Love them.
When we went to go and see Charlotte at the Troxy.
Right, yes. Similar vibe.
If you remember, but all the adverts, all the posters around the Troxy were for Pete and Baz, who had sold out the Troxy the next night.
I bet.
I'd love to go and see him.
Good venue, the Troxy.
It's in the middle of nowhere.
Where is it?
I want to say it's in Shadwell.
Right,
it's in the middle of nowhere.
Shadwell's proper end of the world, kind of 28 days later place, isn't it?
I went into, when we went to go see Charlotte's Troxy, I was a bit early. The pub that Brassel recommended was derelict and had been for some time, which shows you the last time Brassel took a pint of beer because he's a healthy liver now. So I was wandering around and I went and ducked into this kind of Irish pub and it was, I think, something like £3.40 for like a pint of lager.
In 2023.
Yeah. No, was that when it was?
Probably.
It was after my son was born, for
feels
sure.
Right.
But I'd already ordered the pint before I'd properly assessed how rough the pub was.
Yeah.
And it was pissing it outside. So I stayed there as just propped up the bar and had a pint, which is fine. The people there were very nice, but it was rough. And I thought to myself, as I was leaving, I think that's the roughest pub I've been in London. I think it genuinely is, and it was in Shadwell.
Right.
But the Troxy's a great venue.
It is,
but it's almost impossible to get to, and no one, as you've already demonstrated, no one really knows what area of London it's in.
Shadwell's one of those places that you can just dump a line bike wherever. There's no protect. If you try and dump a line bike around here, around Fitzrovia way.
Yeah, but West Norwich, you dump one.
You've got to find exactly and precisely where you need to be.
Can I just say on that note, I had an absolute nightmare this morning.
What did you do?
Well, my routine in the morning of a day like today is my wife gets my son. The wife I have access to gets my son ready for nursery. Yeah, I get myself ready, and I walk him to nursery.
Eat your little breakfast.
I have breakfast when I come in. I have breakfast here.
Okay, fine.
I always have a fruit salad when I come in.
Yummy, yummy, like the Wiggles say.
Yeah. We walk my son in. Then once I've dropped him off, I'm then on a mission to find a line bike. Yeah. And I cycle the line bike either all the way into here or I cycle to Brixton and get the tube. Obviously on Monday I was stuck on the tube for an hour and a half because there was that line break and I was stuck in a tunnel. So that was suboptimal. So I had to delay the ramble by like an hour. But this morning I get my son to nursery, and what I should have done is I should have said to the lady who runs the nursery, who's very lovely, can I please use the toilet? Because I need to go. I'm sorry to be crass to anyone listening to this. Not really my style. I needed the shit. Right.
Had you had your morning energy gel?
Well, I went out for a curry
Ruby
last night, didn't I? So, and I didn't feel comfortable just wandering into my son's nursery room toilet and using that. First of all, the toilet's really low.
The toilets are too small. You feel like a problem.
Secondly, if there was a care worker there who didn't know that I had done that, they'd be launching some kind of investigation on what child is possibly able to do that, right? So anyway, I didn't ask. I should have asked to use the staff toilet, but I didn't.
Did it in the line bike basket?
No.
Right.
But then what happened
Food delivery coming through.
This is an absolute... It's a cataclysmic meeting of problems all at the same time. Right. I couldn't find a line bike. The first one I found a flat tire. The second one I found a flat tire. I ended up walking about 20 minutes to find a line bike. Yeah. By which time I was desperate for a shit.
This is the sort of behaviour that Alan Sugar would have a problem with. He'd say, "You're fired."
Well, why don't you give me the verdict at the end? You can be Alan Sugar at the end. Okay. But by that point, I got a new pair of loafers on and had a crippling blister on my heel, so I couldn't go anywhere quickly.
And that is a pain. And presumably, because you're hobbling, that's more jostle that your bum doesn't need at that point.
I think people who saw me wandering around the kind of Tulse Hill area this morning would have thought I was a man in need of some immediate attention, right?
Well, there's no public toilets anymore.
But I made it.
It's a real issue.
I had to leg it down the corridor, kick my shoes off. Yeah. When I got inside to the office, leg it down the corridor, my shoes in my hand, say quick hello to the lads and go straight into the toilet.
Right. And you didn't sort of go, you weren't holding your britches going, The
story's got quite a nice ending because I found a plaster in my bag and put that on my blister.
Oh, lovely.
But let me show you something right now. You want to see the severity of this blister?
Yeah.
Look at that heel. What's that?
Is that blood?
Blood.
Ugh. How are you going to clean that?
You can't really see it when the shoe's on.
Disgusting. Is that through your sock?
That's from my sock. I'm disappointed in the good people at Marks and Spencer as well because that's where I got these loafers from. Yeah. You'd expect some quality, wouldn't you?
You would, yeah. I realised that you could buy radar keys off eBay.
Really? That kind of makes sense, actually. I'm not saying you should do it.
No, but I'm just saying that why are the only public facilities for people for people who need accessible toilets? I just need a toilet, accessible or otherwise.
Is this because I caught you having a sit-down piss that time that you're saying this?
I don't think you ever caught me doing that. I'll happily do it. 3 a.m.
Well, yeah. I don't find that it gets all the wee out. I feel like when you sit down piss... No, but you sit down piss. Right. And then I think when you stand up again...
There's more piss.
Yeah.
Right.
I guess... And it always catches you out. So I never, ever do a sit-down piss.
So you never do... What about a poo? Do you
stand up?
What? You just do a poo, stand up, do a wee, then wipe.
No.
You said when you stand up, there's more piss coming out.
It's a combination for some reason. It's fine.
Right.
Yeah.
The poo's taken all of the glory, the guts and the glory.
Yeah, but I think for far too long we've assumed that the toilet system that each individual person uses is fine as it is, and I think sometimes you need to be innovative. And I don't think anyone knows what we're doing behind closed doors anyway. Because if you're taking a number 2, you're doing it on your own.
I fitted a toilet seat.
You're not. You're doing it. Your daughter's always there when you're doing it.
She is. Yeah. She. When I'm trying to do a wee, she does try and run round and see what I'm up to, and I'm trying to shield myself. Do you know what I mean?
My son's a bit like that.
Yeah.
My son's a bit like.
So what's going on here?
My son's a bit like, is that coming out of your winky, Dada?
Right.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah. But I don't really.
They're inquisitive, isn't it?
They are inquisitive.
Out of the mouth of babes. That's what it is.
Out of the babes.
Yeah.
Out of the willies of dads.
Anyway, that's enough toilet chat. What have you been doing?
How's buying radar keys off eBay?
Have you really? That's disrespectful. Are you claiming asthma as an invisible disability?
Not all. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm not allowed to go to the toilet. I don't know why I'm not allowed. It's just
use a disabled toilet, can you?
Why not?
Because it's for disabled people, Peter.
I'm being disabled by my own piss. I need a piss.
It's a temporary disability.
And barking station for some reason, even though it's got 5. If you have more than 2 lines on your train station or tube station, you don't have a toilet. I think it's a disgrace, this country. A disgrace.
I can remember my Scottish friend. He had come down to London for one of the first times to visit me and my friends. And he didn't. We were doing this kind of mad thing you do when you're in your mid-20s, where we were going to some house party in fucking Cockfosters, and we lived in Vauxhall, right? So it was like an hour and 10-minute tube journey. We didn't care, and he didn't know there was no toilets on the tube.
Oh, he thought it was right. He thought
about 20 minutes in, he was like, "Right, I'm just gonna jump off at this station and go to the toilet." And we were at like, I don't know, fucking, name it Canonbury or something,
right?
And we were like, what? And he's like, well, I need to get off, go to the toilet. He's like, I've got to get off. I'm like, okay. So we all just got off.
Right.
And he was like, where's the toilet? There's no toilet
in the station.
So we had to go
outside.
out.
Yeah.
You had to go to the pub and find a toilet. Yeah. Absolute schoolboy error. I'll tell you what, though, when I was stuck on the tube for 90 minutes on Monday, it was actually 98 minutes, but I round it down because I don't want to be dramatic.
Were you lucky that you hadn't had a curry beforehand?
Well, I was sat next to a pregnant lady.
Right.
And I was worried for her because obviously I've lived with and gone through pregnancy with my wife. I know that the toilet can be a problem. I know that blood sugar can be a problem. And I was thinking, how long is this going to go on for?
Yeah.
So I offered her my fruit salad.
Yummy, yummy.
And she said, no, thank you.
She said, you want my fruit salad?
That's the only 2 words that anyone said in that carriage for the whole 98 minutes.
Right. You offered a pregnant lady your fruit salad?
Yeah.
Half eaten? Right. Good on you.
Unopened.
Unopened.
But actually, do you know what? I feel like I dodged a bullet because if you said yes, I would have then had to revealed to her that I'd lost the fork I got from Fred. So she'd have had to shove it with her hands, which would have been demeaning for a pregnant woman.
That's very good of you.
But can I just say, she carried herself with incredible dignity as a pregnant lady.
She scoffed down your fruit salad.
She was actually very heavily pregnant as well.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure we need the word heavily.
Well, no, because I think it's like, but as you see people who've got up the badge.
Right,
and so maybe they are only just pregnant, but in the first trimester, sickness is a big issue. So you need to give them a seat anyway, that kind of stuff. This was a lady who, if you saw her, you were like,
"There's a very real possibility.
This could happen."
There was a pregnancy on a Big Brother somewhere around the world. There was a Big Brother, and the television producer coerced, I don't know, paid the heavily pregnant contestant to give birth, and the 2 or 3 other contestants had to deliver the baby.
That seems
that's
beyond
a challenge,
the pale.
Isn't it? That's a bush tucker trial, isn't it?
That seems beyond the pale.
That does seem beyond the pale. I think one of them was a nurse, but I mean, it just seemed it seemed like a very risky thing to do on live television.
I wouldn't be signing up for that.
No.
Can I also say that there was a story that graced the BBC website this week about the baby that was born in the Mozambique floods of 2000.
Right.
So I don't even remember the story. It's quite a famous story at the time. That there were floods. There was a heavily pregnant lady who had climbed a tree to escape the floods.
Yeah.
And then she gave birth up the tree.
Whoa.
To the baby.
Jesus Christ.
And then she was rescued with the baby. The baby was healthy. It was fine. But the story was sadly the lady who was now 25 had passed away.
Right.
But she was, they were saying that she was the baby who was born up the tree.
Yeah.
And speaking of babies being born in very obscure places, wasn't the rumour that Ivan the Terrible was born on the battlefield?
Right.
So his mother was some kind of I don't know how apocryphal this is and how how mythical even Ivan the Terrible story is. I have no idea, but I remember reading that his mum was some kind of warlord type thing.
Right.
And she went into war heavily pregnant. She gave birth to him on the battlefield, and that was seen as a sign that he was going to be this amazing warrior.
Right. Okay. There's
because back in those days that would be a big sign, right?
Yeah.
There
was there's a guy on YouTube who does the last meals of different horrendous men, and so he'll do like your Stalins and your Hitler's and stuff. But he did Ivan the Terrible, and it didn't look half bad. Like
What was he eating?
Kind of like a bready kind of thing. Like
it was their favourite meal, their last meal?
I think some of them he does last meal. Some of them he does.
Because Hitler's would have been. I mean, he was on a colossal amount of barbiturates. Wasn't he
was.
Hitler?
Yeah, I don't think he even finished his. I think his
he's not eating. He's got a very dry mouth.
No,
Hitler. The amount of drugs he was banging down.
He's
his
not
gob.
eating anything. Yeah, exactly. You're not going to be eating that, are you? So
I think a lot of the I mean, it's been proven, I think, time and again, a lot of the Nazi high command were just off their fucking tree.
Oh yeah, the last days of that bunker were absolutely insane. So I think he got. I think it was just two. One was like a fried egg, a bit of chicken, and some very, very dry looking potatoes. Ugh.
That's not bad.
Is it?
Who's that for?
Hitler.
Yeah, it's very German. Is it a schnitzel?
It just looked like a bit of
Austrian.
It was just fried eggs and mashed potatoes. But he never actually ate it. So there we go.
No. Maybe he just thought that looks really dry.
No. Give me a Tony Soprano.
I've got cotton mouth over here. Tony Soprano was a load of fried prawns. Gandolfini was a load of fried prawns, a load of cocktails, wasn't it?
Yeah. Frogger, a bit of Frogger.
A bit of foie gras,
and just loads of lovely drinks.
Yeah.
Not a bad end.
It was very Donaldson energy, that Gandolfini last meal, I think.
That's what I had for breakfast, mate.
Yeah. What did you have for breakfast this morning?
I haven't had anything. I had a handful of...
look after yourself. Think about your macros.
Handful of rice snacks from the kitchen.
Very good. I'm ashamed to say this, but I'll say it again just for the benefit of our listeners. We get free snacks here, and
free snacks.
I actually had to go down there and say, look, can you change the coconut rings? It's going to be a mutiny upstairs.
People.
3 weeks in of coconut rings.
That's a very interesting...
because the difference between me and you is that you will endlessly complain about something and do nothing about it.
No,
I'll take the ball by the horns.
I'll use the complaining as content.
So I went down there.
And I win. Double.
I said, my boss, Pete Donaldson,
he's
told me to come down here.
He's a real bad man.
Yeah. He's a junkyard dog. He's asked me to get the coconut rings changed. What happened? Upshot today, custard creams. You're welcome.
Is that any better? You can't put your finger through one of them, can you?
Can't twirl it around your finger.
Can't twirl it on your finger.
No, you
could
can't.
you put your finger... I mean, maybe I could. For the next episode, I'm going to damp my finger and try and grind my finger through a custard cream.
I'll be up for that. I'll watch it. I won't be eating the remnants. Did I tell you that? Remember a while back I was talking about how I reckon the game of football played on Christmas Day in 1914 in the trenches was a myth?
Who said this?
I said this.
You said this because you'd read it.
No, I hadn't read it.
Right.
I'd done a lot of research into it because I was doing the World War I module in my masters.
Right.
And I couldn't find any evidence. And every time people were talking about it, it was like,
surely
someone said this, someone said that. Well, Rest is History did a special on Christmas Day.
Right.
And they basically confirmed it.
Confirmed that it wasn't true.
It didn't happen.
Oh.
I was fucking delighted.
What about that song by The Firm? All Together Now. Is it The Farm or The Firm? The Farm?
The
Farm.
Yeah.
What about
is that about that, is it?
Yeah.
In No Man's Land, all together now. But they didn't get together in No Man's Land. They just didn't play football.
Oh, right. Well, that's a bit annoying, isn't it?
Is it not remarkable? I know you're not that particularly interested in this kind of chat, but very quickly, is it not remarkable to think about the first person to stand up and get out the trench on Christmas Day? The gamble that takes.
Yeah.
Given that they couldn't even light cigarettes because they were getting sniped.
What face do you pull?
Just like a kind of that that emoji.
Do you go
with
with
the
your
teeth.
thumb first?
That emoji
Thumbs
with the
up.
teeth. Yeah.
I would be wearing a tinsel hat because that would be the first thing they saw.
It's a target. That is a target.
No, but it's a tinsel. They're going, hang on, he's wearing tinsel.
Yeah.
Something's happening here.
Because apparently as well, the guys on that Rest is History show, which I love, were saying that a load of people in one particular regiment who were holding a line near a village or something, they got hold of a pig and they killed a pig and they started roasting it and all the British and German guys were eating it together.
A pig, yeah.
So you're getting tinsel and you are, because they were famously offering out cigarettes.
My Führer is enjoying fried eggs.
It wasn't the Führer then, it's the First World War.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, right,
yeah.
Right.
Be the Kaiser.
The Kaiser.
Yeah.
Der Kaiser is enjoying 2 fried eggs.
Yeah. But he's not though, is he? Because that was Hitler.
I think that people can enjoy fried eggs.
They should.
They should enjoy fried eggs. I think anyone in the Weimar Republic, in the Third Reich, everyone should be enjoying, and previous, the Prussian, whatever they were doing, they should all be enjoying fried eggs.
Welcome to the Rest is History. But,
imagine if we did the rest of history, but with my memory of things.
The fried egg,
my memory of school.
The fried eggs would be probably my third preferred method of eggs.
Yeah. I do like a poached.
Yeah, poached is second
properly,
for me.
Yeah,
Scrambled top. Scrambled is the goat.
Omelette.
Yeah, I like it. But that's I think an omelette's a slightly different thing.
Yeah, it's not an egg preparation, is it? It's a meal.
My son literally walked into the room the other morning, woke me up, and what was it he said? I can't remember the detail. But anyway, someone asked him a really funny, like a really serious question, and he just said omelette.
Right.
He loves omelettes.
Has he ever walked in the room and asked for a long egg?
No, he hasn't.
And that should be top of our tree
on
the Luke and Pete show. That is the very genesis of the Luke and Pete show.
I don't like a hard-boiled egg. I divert from George Orwell on that. I don't like a hard-boiled egg. I don't find them appetizing at all.
Was it George Orwell who was really annoyed about his own, or was it Orson? No, I think it was George Orwell who was obsessed with how small his nose was.
Was it?
I think so. I'm going to Google. I'm going to Google a picture of George Orwell. And
no one on Earth has got a more different opinion between soft-boiled eggs and hard-boiled eggs than me. Soft-boiled eggs, love them.
Yeah.
Hard-boiled eggs, no
massive
way.
Change.
Can't get into them.
No.
Not appetizing to me at all.
Yeah. Orson Welles' nose. It was Orson Welles.
It sounds like it was Orson Welles' thing.
Tiny little nose.
There was a really brilliant video doing the rounds the other day of Orson Welles on some chat show where he just gets goaded into becoming Falstaff. And he just does it, and it's fucking amazing. It's like 7 minutes of Falstaff. He does it. He's on a chat show, and he just turns into him.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Sarah's having to do she's joined a theatre troupe, and she's having to do a monologue for a audition, and she's in recent memory she's only done a couple of theatre.
She was in A Few Good Men, wasn't she?
Few Good Men and The Crucible. And they're not particularly strong monologues, so she's having to sort of... I said just pick one out of Breaking Bad.
Yeah. Breaking Bad.
I'm the one who knocks.
That's not really a very long monologue.
No, but
that's not a very long one.
Who needs a long
one? I would go with Daniel Day-Lewis, maybe.
Right? Yeah, I drink a milkshake.
Not that one.
My left foot.
Yeah, not that one.
Not that one.
Maybe the...
Bald.
Yeah, it is
bold.
Yeah. What would be a good monologue to do? What about Bill Pullman in Independence Day? Hey? Come on.
That'd be fun to see.
That's a proper Marcus Speller of a speech, that. He'd be all over that. I wouldn't be surprised if Marcus said that's his favourite moment in movies. It's a bit too American.
Yeah. But, that's a good point, actually.
We should not do a bit of Henry V? Once more as the breach, dear friends, once more. Or load up the walls with our English dead.
Yeah, I don't know what she's going to go for in the end, but I'm sure she'll figure one out.
Anyway, all right, let's have a break.
All right.
We've got no batteries this week, though, so no battery robot.
That's okay.
But we'll come back, maybe do an email, will we?
Yeah, it's good. It's good because I don't have the button in here to do the battery.
What are you talking about? You mean battery robot hasn't been invited today?
He's
asleep.
He needs his battery. His batteries.
He's having an MOT.
Yes.
A quick fit.
Oh, I need to get my car bloody MOT. Welcome back to the Luke and Pete Show. When's your it's a new car. You won't need an MOT for a little while.
Don't need it. Yeah, driving around the limo, aren't I? Don't need it. Although, did get a disappointing message from it the other day.
Yeah.
About the windscreen washer fluid. So
empty.
Yeah, gonna have to. I am.
Can you?
I'm heavy on that. I wash the windscreen every time I get in the car. Basically.
Yeah, I'm quite because it's just constantly dirty.
Yeah,
scratched.
In London, it's terrible for
absolutely
that.
Filthy.
You know, what is fascinating is when the Sahara Desert, the sand comes over.
Right.
Doesn't seem real, does it?
What do you mean? As in, like
we get in London, we get the Sahara Desert sometimes, don't we?
Do you actually?
Yeah.
What? It just gets a bit dusty.
You've seen it?
Yeah.
It gets
I guess
on some kind of thermal and gets blown all the way over here.
Let's have a look. Let's see what my problems are going to be for this one.
What, for your MOT for the limo?
I think I've replaced all the wheels, so that's absolutely fine. But yeah, the last MOT was you talking about something about some shaft. Let's see.
They put in the notes.
Shaft.
Yeah, it stinks of cigarettes. Does it still stink of cigarettes? I meant to ask you about that because we're trying to move house at the moment. We looked around the house the other day and it absolutely stank of cigarettes. And I was thinking to myself, who do I know that's been involved in that kind of situation?
Yeah.
That would be able to tell me how long it takes for that smell to dissipate. And I thought you with your car.
It's that ionic thing that you got to use. You got to use a little ionic. You can use this ionic machine that gets rid of all of that. Or
bin paint. It's called BIN paint, isn't it?
Bin paint?
Yeah. So in a house, you can use this stuff called bin paint.
Yeah.
It's BIN. It stands for... I don't know what it stands for, actually. So it's known... I'm just reading it here. Known for its adhesion to difficult surfaces and for blocking tough stains and odours, including smoke, nicotine, and others. Yeah.
I see.
So you can do that. But I was wondering how long it's taken for your cigarette smell of your car to disappear.
No, it's been it's pretty much gone. To be honest, it's pretty much gone. I mean, looking at the last MOT, I mean, the main problem is oil leak, but not excessive. It's just a little bit of oil coming out.
We have to change the filter or something.
It could be coming out of anywhere. It's a very old car, but these are all the monitor and repair if necessary. I passed, but still.
Right.
Offside rear child seat fit, not allowing full inspection of adult belt. Pathetic. That is pathetic MOT work.
All right, so you've got a child seat in there, so they can't check the seatbelt.
Yeah, they do it every time.
Take it out.
About it.
Takes 5 seconds.
No,
they should take it out and put it back again.
They should take it out and put it out.
But would you trust a member of the public that you don't know to fit a child seat for you?
Well, if they're worried about this playing my steering rack in a joint, they should be able to refit.
When I first tried to put a child seat in the car, it was like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah.
Now, over Christmas just gone, I must have taken mine out and put it back in about 6 different times in the different cars.
Yeah, but presumably you've got the ISOFIX, haven't you?
No.
You've got no ISOFIX.
Nah, seatbelt.
You'll have ISOFIX in the car.
No, I've chosen not to use an ISOFIX child seat, is what I should say.
Right,
yeah.
okay. Why is that?
Because I don't want to spend 300 quid for another car seat.
Okay, right, fine.
And because the one we had before in the old German Whip, the ISOFIX, it was basically a sports car.
Right.
And the ISOFIX
Too
was
deep.
at the bottom of the seat. No, but it's just, like a bucket seat.
Yeah.
It's angled up.
Right.
So you put the car seat in.
Flopping around.
And the baby's just leaning forward, so you couldn't use it. So we changed it, and I'm not changing it back again.
No.
Anyway, let's do an email.
Okay, then.
Paul's been in touch.
Okay.
He says, you guys had a rant about Gordon Ramsay recently, and we're talking about Indian spice choices. And so I wanted to get in touch because this is how Indian restaurants are in the US. So what I was talking about was the episode of Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares, i.e. the best fly on the wall series of all time in this country. The particular episode was the Curry Lounge in Nottingham, where they were essentially letting people build their own curries.
Yes.
And Ramsay was apoplectic about it.
Yeah.
And Ramsay obviously doesn't know how to cook Indian food properly, so he got his mate from like a Michelin star place up in London to go down there and talk to them. And anyway, Paul is saying you can do this in every Indian restaurant in the US. You can have a hot korma or a mild vindaloo. It is absolutely mental. All I want to do is order a dish and have it come out with the appropriate spice level. Mild korma, spicy madras, etc. It's infuriating when they ask me what spice I want, 1 to 5. I just always say, as it should be, which is quite passive-aggressive.
Yeah, I think so.
And I'm always greeted with a blank face and have to choose. This is an extension of the American lots of choices in restaurants theme. How would you like your eggs? How would you like your coffee? What kind of toast, etc. Give me a menu with 2 things on it. I can choose then, not pages and pages of stuff. You think I'd be used to this after 25 plus years, but no. When I visit England, it's a relief to get what is dished up instead of substitutions and variances. Anyway, Happy New Year. Love the pod. Paul, interesting, because that's obviously, to me, probably an extension of the amazing service you get in the US.
Right, okay. Like, you sort of ordering off menu, effectively?
Well, he's saying that they give you so much choice because the customer is always right and because the service industry is so geared towards pleasing people in the US that's just an offshoot of it.
But then you sometimes get those kind of like Dick's Last Resort, Karen sort of restaurants where people are rude to you. You pay them to be rude to you.
Do you like that?
I like it.
Well, I remember
it's the closest I get to S&M.
When the wife, it's not close you get to that. when the wife I have access to first moved to the UK, she was like in hysterics laughing about how you're treated in shops and how you're treated in restaurants. She would regularly say to me, "It's like they're offended we're in here." What are they? I'd take her to like even like a nice restaurant, and they'd be so matter of fact in their kind of service. And in the
and then you come back and
shops,
pretty woman them.
But in the shops, they just ignore you, which I quite like.
Yeah,
I'll go up if I need something.
I don't want to be bloody bothered.
But in the US, it's straight over.
I went into a DIY shop last week, and I said I was just waiting for my car to get
DIY's a bit different though, because you need a bit of help, don't you?
Not really. I mean, I know what I want, but I was just wandering around, and he said, "Do you need anything in particular?" I was
looking for some tartan paint.
I said, "I'm just mooching." He said, "What?" I think it was my accent, mooching.
Right.
He went, "What?" I went, "Mooching."
So you were just having a nice old time.
I was
having
a nice old time in a DIY shop while my oxygen sensor got fitted.
Were you seduced into purchasing anything?
I bought some cement. Yes.
Did you? Bought some cement.
I bought a small bag of cement to fix a pointed post. No, I keep on walking past the post. That needs to be done. I've got bigger fish to fry. I've got to saw.
What fish?
I've got to saw Sarah's coat.
Oh, you're doing that,
and I've got to fit a switch.
Can you
that
sew?
a child broke. I can sew. I just can't tie the little knots that start and end. So I've got to just double sew everything.
Have you got a sewing machine?
No. I've got one of these little hand things that are supposed to be like a sewing machine, but I've lost it. I've just got so much tut in my house. I can't find the things that I bought that would be actually quite useful if I knew where they were.
Yeah, that's exactly how I imagine you. I've not obviously been invited to your house, but that's what I imagine your house to be like. Yeah.
Well,
will you come to my new house when I move?
Yeah, I will.
Will you do some?
I'll do an upper decker.
You could. No, I don't want that. You could help me with my home studio setup though.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Thanks for doing that.
You planning on having a bit of? Planning on having a bit of space for Lukey?
Well, listen. Here's the rub. I'll have no money left. So what spares have you got to give me?
How odds and sods have you got?
Yeah.
Maybe I could rip out mine and sort of add. I've installed a telly now into the wall that I could potentially take down for a bit more room, but.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, what a nightmare there.
But I need to get a new setup when I move house, obviously. So I need to do something. If I've got any money left, that'd be good.
I had so much time to put up I made like a couple of new walls and a little doorway for the door, and I just had days to do that when we moved in.
Yeah.
Days. I don't even have the time to rip it down.
Nah, so I know what you mean.
Terrible.
What I'd really love is, those kind of 3 monitors with the 2 on the side are angled.
Right. Okay.
So a monitor in the middle.
Formula One setup.
Yeah. Can I get that?
You can. Pretty. We've got a couple of monitors kicking around. You could probably stick on the side.
I gave you them.
I think we still got one. I think we still got a couple. I think we ditched a few of them.
No, I want ones that will fit together like a big panoramic screen.
Panoramic screen.
Would I have cause to use that?
Just get yourself a spare long monitor. You get a spare long monitor nowadays.
How long?
Quite cheap. I don't know.
I mean, how wide?
21:9 ratio, I'd say.
Yeah, that'd be great. That's the dream now.
That's the dream.
That is the dream.
What a little game of Elite.
That'd be great.
FOV. No, yeah, the FOV on PUBG. 125. Oh, yeah, but see, backwards.
So if just help me understand this. If I'm playing PUBG, if I get a really wide screen, I can see more.
Yeah.
Is it not just squashing it and extending the same picture though?
No, because you can tell a computer to give you a bit more. Gives a bit more, mate.
That's why I'm not winning.
That's why you're not winning. You haven't got eyes in the back of your head.
That's a real game. That could be a real game changer for me.
You've only got one set of eyes, Luke.
But the PUBG thing's died a death because the 2 of the lads in my squad were playing on PS4s. And it's been discontinued.
Has it? Really?
Yeah, it's turned it off a few months ago. So still waiting for them to step up.
Anyway,
Anyway, all right, Pete, let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here. We'll be back leaking with oil. Same time on Monday. So look after yourselves. Hello@lukepeatshow.com is the way to get in touch with the show. Have a good one. Ta-ta.